Jack Squad, YouTube family. How everybody doing today? Hope all is well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. You got to make it happen for yourself, right? Listen, y'all. So I'm so invested in finding out all the dirt, all the goings on in the Diddy camp and surrounding people. When I was perusing my social media yesterday, down my timeline comes a interesting interview somebody was having with Russell Simmons, right? Now, I had previously saw, this is what made me look at it, that Russell Simmons was allegedly, supposedly, blowing down on Kimora in defense of Diddy, I guess to make her be quiet, right? So I thought that's what this was about, because he was talking about Kimora. I said, well, let me see. So, he's in Bali. He lives in Bali, right? Now, I've heard Bali is a cheap country to live in. There's somebody else, another blogger that lives in Bali. So I was like, okay, he's in Bali. And he's built a hotel and he's living in it, right? Must be nice to have money. You just build where you want to be. That's wonderful. So anyway, he was sitting Indian style, looking very zen as he looks, right? So I was like, well, let me see what he about to say, child. Now, I thought he was getting ready, like I said, to talk about some bad boy stuff or some something, right? He says Kimora, let me get my notes. Kimora owes him $800 million, right? That's what he said. $800 million, right? And actually is in shares of a company that he says he started. Now, Tim Leissner is Kimora's ex-husband, right? He was an investment banker for Goldman Sachs. Okay? He was chairman. He was a director. He was managing director, right? Now, where's my notes go? Now, Kimora was in the money, right? She was in the money. She was in the money, right? She done married an investment banker. You did well with Russell. Now, Russell was stating that, he was saying it in such a nice, soft tone, that he was a great husband and he provided this and provided that. Now, what I found strange, which what made me keep watching him, was that he said he was good friends with, he said he was the godfather to Kimora's other children. Found that strange. But I'm sure in Kimora's mind, she did that for financial reasons, right? He is the godfather. And if you take godfather and godmother serious, your job, your mission is to take care of the children if something happened to the parent. All right. So he's the godfather. I found that odd. And then, but Kimora, playing chess, not checkers. And then he said he's also has been good friends to, I can't think of his name, Jimon, the African guy she was with, and to Tim Leissner. Good friends. Now, why would you want to be good friends with these people? What is the purpose of that, of the good friends? To me, it's my thought, my opinion. Because all I do is talk about my feelings. I ain't no journalist. I ain't no investigative reporter. I ain't none of that. I'm just commentating on what I see, how I feel. I think that the reason why he remained in her life is couldn't let go of that control. He had to have his hands on a little something. He could not let go of that control. Because any man that marries or involves himself with a woman 20 years younger, especially when she was a kid, he was a grown man, it's all about control in the first place. It's all about control. That's what it's about, right? So I found that odd, so I kept listening. He says Kimora owes him $800 million. I want to say that's the number he said. And he wants his money, right? Now, when I went to dig around into this, right, as I do, Kimora put up the bond for her then at the time husband, Tim Leissner, on this charge that he has. Now, he has not been convicted. He's been found guilty, but he has not been convicted yet. He don't know how much time he get. Probably going to get life. These kind of big numbers they talking about, he's probably going to get a long time, right? So he agreed. Now, this is his charge. He's guilty to conspiring to launder money and conspiring to violate the FCPA. I don't know what that is, but it's something. Now, Leisner agreed to forfeit $43 million and shares of stock valued at more than $200 million and is awaiting citizen. So that's $243 million altogether with money and stocks. He was indicted in November 2018. Oh, no. His partner is Jung Lo. He was indicted in November 2018, and he's still a fugitive. They don't know where he at. He got so much money. He got over $1 billion, and they don't know where he at, right? Now, so she used the shares, a portion of her shares, for his bond, and she's asking the judge to release that because that's her money that she made while she was a model and when she had baby fat. That money had nothing to do with his business. That's what she's saying. She wants that money back. She went to court Friday or something to get that money back. In the meanwhile, Russell is saying he wants his portion of that out of that. Right? Now, interesting fact, Tim Leisner and Kimora met on a flight. They met on a flight, and before they got off the flight, he proposed to her. Okay. That's how people with money do. I want this right now. Let me have this. He proposed to her on a flight. Right? So, there we have that. I just found it interesting that Russell would be the godfather. That's okay. But the fact that you specified good friends to her exes. You good friends to your exes, dudes. Everyone she got, you good friends. That means you involved yourself in her life, even though you all were divorced. That's what that means, right? So, that's all. That's what I got out of that, right? So I said, okay, Kimora, she's with the investment banker. The investment banker, right? That's big. That's real big, right? Kimora's set. Her kids are set. She has generational wealth. Good for her. But I was thinking, like, what all did she endure? What all did she see while she was in that environment with Russell Simmons? Now, Russell was with that was Def Jam, right? I could think of that, Def Jam. That he was involved with that. So what all did she see? Kim Porter was her best friend. The other young lady that worked for Def Jam was her best friend. What all did she see? What all did she see? Right? I'm waiting on Kimora to tell all in a little while. But right now, she's in an undisclosed, safe location, her and her children. That says a lot right there. Like, I don't know. I think I probably would leave the country. And maybe she has. I probably would leave the country for a while, let some of this blow over, right? You know, the house caught on fire, but what they're saying, it wasn't a bad fire. Caught on fire, but it wasn't a bad fire. And it was in a, small area or something. But this saga and all the moving parts is very interesting, right? I went in there looking for one thing and found out something totally different, right? I didn't know that Kimora was married to a white man that was an investment banker for Goldman Sachs. That's big, right? She was definitely getting to the money. I ain't mad at her. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to keep looking, keep watching. Like I happened up on this. I happened up on this because I wanted to see if Russell was coercing Kimora, right? He got to talking about the money. She want his money. He want his money, right? And he said he was very generous. He said he heard that he wasn't, but he was very generous. So much so that he was the godfather to her other children and good friends with all her dudes. Wow. So anyway, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Keep looking because I left my water over there. New subscribers, welcome, and thank you for the support. Yeah, I'm going to keep, this is very interesting, y'all. Like, the chips or the dominoes or whatever you call it keep falling. This is like, has so many moving parts, this whole situation. And everybody's business is about to get exposed, good or bad. Everybody's business is about to be exposed. Everybody's business about to be exposed. That's what I'm seeing. But for me, if I was Kimora and two of my friends, because the girl that worked for Def Jam, she unalived as well. And Kim, maybe I wouldn't say nothing publicly, but I would definitely send some information to places anonymously. Let them figure out for themselves. Because that's a lot of pressure. That's a hard place to be in, to know some or speculate or think something, and you in fear of period. Fear is bad, period, right? So I don't know, y'all. We're gonna keep checking it out, looking at it, watching it. Every day is something different. Every day is something different. So yeah, we're gonna just keep watching it. So again, thank you for watching Jackie with a Q, and y'all have a good day.